मध्ये चालू आहे.
A very good afternoon. I, Dr. Ginny Jacob, have the pleasure of welcoming you to the webinar organized to introduce you to our college. Our motto, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, that is, world is one family, engulfs us together to make learning an enriching experience for both our students and faculty. Today, we present before you the glimpses of our journey thus far and invite you to be a part of this journey by aiming to make Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce as your study destination. We have with us the principal of our college, Dr. Rishikesh Soman, the vice principal of our college, Dr. Sunayani Parchure, and the registrar of our college, Mrs. Gandali Parulekar. The agenda is as follows. We begin with our principal's address, followed by a short presentation on the MA and MCOM program. This will be followed by a question and answer session, and finally, the vote of thanks. There is one request, my dear friends. I'm sure you would want to ask a lot of questions. So, as we go along, type in your questions into the chat box to save time. Please do not wait to type your questions in the end. This would save us a lot of time. Thank you very much. Now, may I request our principal, Dr. Rishikesh Soman, to share his thoughts with you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I welcome you all for this webinar about your study destination. I'm very happy to share with you the information about our college, and I'm really thankful to you for showing interest in our college. As you are aware, our college or Symbiosis as a whole is known for its quality education. It was established in 1971 out of compassion. Our college, that is Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce, was established in 1983. Since then, we have been growing in leaps and bounds, and we are achieving newer heights practically every year. NAC accreditation is a kind of major achievement in any college life. So our college has been accredited by NAC, that is National Assessment and Accreditation Council, with an A plus for the third cycle. Even earlier, we were being accredited by NAC with A grade, that is the higher grade. The UGC has conferred upon us the autonomous status in 2012. Considering our academic rigor, academic excellence, they thought that we are capable of handling academics. So they gave us the autonomous status, and therefore we are part of Pune University, or what we call as Savitribai Phule Pune University. That means the degree will come from the Pune University, but we have got the freedom of everything, that is, operational and academic freedom. So we decide our syllabus, we decide our methodology, we decide our examination and evaluation pattern, and the degree comes from the University of Pune, or what we call as SPPU, Savitribai Phule Pune University. Now, this combination is a very, very important combination, because you have got a good quality college and you have got a good quality university to support that. If you are coming from our own college, that means you are graduating from our own college. Naturally, you know the college very well. However, naturally these classes are going to be conducted in the afternoon, so the flavor and the entire environment will be little different for you since you are into the master's program. Our college has been accredited by NAC. Similarly, UGC has conferred upon us the status of college with potential for excellence. So these are a kind of achievements that we want to share with you. Now, in the master's program, as I said earlier, the program that is devised for it is called as terminal program. So it is devised in such a way that you will be able to start something on your own, or you will be able to get into a job very easily. And the entire syllabus is being changed, or entire syllabus is being devised in such a way that it will be beneficial for you. Along with that, we have got skill development, we have got entrepreneurship cell. So if you want to start something on your own, we have got that facility available of mentoring. We have got that facility available of what we call as campus entrepreneur. All these things are there, and we are there to help you in every single respect. Very important thing that you can certainly avail when you are in college is our liberal arts diploma and liberal arts certificate. We are trying to incorporate, if possible, maybe from this year itself, that aspect. But otherwise, also you can certainly pursue the liberal arts diploma or certificate courses, as the case may be. Because in 2006, when we introduced this program of liberal arts, we were the first college to introduce that. And this particular program actually inculcates a very different kind of skill, what we call as higher order skill of thinking. Critical thinking or lateral thinking or out of box thinking, you must have heard of. All these things are actually being done with the help of these methodologies called as liberal arts thing. You will be hearing more about that in the following presentation as such. But what I'm trying to say is that if you have come from a different college and you are now seeking admission in our master's program, you have not just the mainstream program, but you also have got so many other things. So simultaneously, if you come in the morning to the college, then you have got liberal arts, you have got skill development, you have got entrepreneurship cell, you have got other activities that are happening, maybe guest lectures, maybe some kind of seminar. Plus you have got regular classes happening as such, and it will be a kind of eventful 2 years. And if you are uh, interested in doing something on your own, then we encourage all these things. It could be internship, it could be additional qualification, or whatever it is. So I welcome you all for this particular exciting journey, I would say, of 2 years in master's program to our college, whether it is MA in English or economics or psychology, or it is MCOM program. And I hand over mic to Dr. Ginny Jacob for further proceedings. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now that you know what are our major achievements and the mission ahead, let us look at the program that is being offered. The mission of the MA and MCOM program is to offer in-depth and contemporary knowledge in the respective disciplines in order to develop well-rounded individuals with excellent problem solving as well as creative thinking skills. Aided by a very dynamic and constantly evolving syllabus, a strong technologically enabled environment and research rigor, we work towards nurturing our students to not only possess healthy minds, but also to imbibe ethical practices and to be more sensitive to the environmental concerns and thus acquire attributes to be considered as a global citizen. With this intent in mind, we offer the MA program with 3 specializations: MA in English, MA in Economics, and MA in Psychology. We also offer MCOM degree with 2 specializations: Master of Commerce with specialization in Advanced Accounting and Taxation, and Master of Commerce with specialization in Business Administration. For both the MA and MCOM programs, we follow a semester-based system where every semester you would be required to study 4 papers in the area of your specialization. Each paper carries 4 credits. So in all, through the 4 semesters, that is, over a span of 2 years, you would be required to study a total of 16 papers in the area of your specialization. And this will earn you a total of 64 credits. We also offer choice-based credit system in the second year of your MA and MCOM program. Along with your MA and MCOM program, you can also pursue a diploma in liberal arts or just some standalone certificate courses in the liberal arts. We were the first college in India to introduce the liberal arts program way back in 2006. The liberal arts is a shining feather in the cap of the college, offering more than 50 courses ranging from the field of language and literature, humanities and social sciences, natural sciences, as also the performing arts. So don't be surprised to suddenly hear muted sounds of African djembes from some corner of the building, which really adds to the ambience of the learning environment. The diploma requires you to complete 6 subjects, which can earn you a further 18 credits. Or, if you just do some standalone courses, each would earn you an additional 3 credits. The Center for Liberal Arts is a vibrant hub, which explores and develops creative thinking and encourages learners to consider different point of view. The class strength is small, with just around 8 to 15 students in a batch. It is characterized by intense classroom discussions and partnered by an abundance of field trips, guest lectures, and workshops. International initiatives. Internationalization and molding our students as global citizens is the mandate of our institution and the vision of our founder director, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar. The International Exchange Program exposes our students and faculty to international educational practices and pedagogy. In the light of this, the college organizes many inbound programs which provide a platform for foreign students to showcase their culture and integrate with the local students. It has also organized student and faculty exchange programs to Germany, France, Canada, summer programs in Israel, integrated degree programs with US universities, joint research projects with Germany, and seamless admission into various programs in the different countries. We also have the Center for Skill Development, which endeavors to provide various interesting industry-relevant skill courses with an intent to bridge the gap between industry and academia. Some of the courses offered are digital marketing skills, campus to corporate, professional retail banking, Microsoft Excel, and many more. The Center for Skill Development also organizes interactive sessions in collaboration with industry experts, soft skill and corporate trainers, entrepreneurs, and senior academicians. This semester, in the context of the present situation, with teaching expected to be online, it certainly provides a wider avenue for each of you to enroll in the various courses offered by these centers. We are also very proud of our placement cell, which placed 141 students in some very well-known companies last year. The highest salary package that was offered last year was 6.9 lakhs per annum by Credit Suisse. The placement cell is a well-oiled machine which systematically and with purpose makes students industry ready by organizing workshops on career counseling, resume writing, group discussion, and personal interviews. Companies that visit our campus regularly are a testimonial of faith in our institution and our students. Among the many valued partners you see on the screen, Ernst & Young and Deloitte, for example, have been recruiting from our campus for many years now. For those with an entrepreneurial acumen, we have the Symbiosis Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, yet another dynamic center which aims to foster an entrepreneurial ecosystem in the college. It organizes guidance sessions with startup founders, business plan competitions, field visits, mentoring sessions, summits, art and craft festivals, flea markets, etc. The buzz of activity in the center is to be experienced in order to explain it fully. The college has also been hosting for the past few years TEDx, the international program which promotes ideas worth spreading, bringing notable speakers on the campus and inspiring all of us. It's not all work. We also have the College Fest called Simagine once every year, where you can let your hair down and engage all your other faculties besides your academic ones. There are also a multitude of associations to pick from, such as the National Service Scheme, the Symbiosis Social Involvement Program, Debate Society, Drama Circle, and various others to add to your Symbi experience. Our campus is small and compact, but every inch is used optimally. We have a very well-equipped library with a sterling librarian, a well-equipped computer lab, a gym to sweat it out if you so desire, a food court to fuel your academic rigor, and technology-enabled classrooms. So, here is our pitch. If you're looking for variety and rigor in academic offering, a multicultural environment, a springboard to some very good companies, and evolving as a thinking person, then your destination should be the Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce. We are waiting to welcome you. So remember, admissions for MA and MCom programs will begin only after the declaration of degree results by Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Admissions will be online and based on merit. Reservations will be as per the reservation policy of the Government of Maharashtra. Admissions for foreign and NRI students will be done through the Symbiosis Center for International Education, and details regarding all of this and more will be available on our college website www.symbiosiscollege.edu.in. Also, please note that students seeking admissions for MA in psychology must be a graduate in psychology and will have to go through online interviews, as the merit list will be declared only after it. We would now have the question and answer session, but before we move on to it, a small announcement. We have prepared a feedback form. We request all who have been a part of this webinar to kindly fill up the feedback form and share your thoughts with us. The link has been sent on the chat box. Thank you. And now we will move on to the question and answer session, which will be handled by our Vice Principal, Dr. Sunaini Parchure, and our Registrar, Mrs. Gandhali Parolekar, supported by our faculty. I now request our Vice Principal, Dr. Sunaini Parchure, to share her thoughts.
A very good afternoon to all of you, and thank you for the very great response that you've shown in knowing about our college. And as all of you are aware, that given these uncertain times, we thought that we could have this particular webinar so that at least some glimpses of our college are given to you, and we also come to know, or we could solve your queries to some extent. I think you have gone through the slide given by Dr. Ginny Jacob and got some idea of what our college does. Of course, these are only glimpses, and therefore what we will do now is move on to your specific questions, and we hope that we'll be able to satisfy your queries to the best of our ability, and therefore we move on to the question answers session. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunu ma'am.
Yeah.
We'll go with the first question. The first question is the student wants to know what is the approximate timeline for beginning of admission process and commencement of classes.
Okay, see, basically at the moment we are hoping that by 1st of September we should be able to begin the classes. But again, as all of you know, that it's all uncertain, so we will take it as it comes. But at the moment it is 1st of September. And for the online process, Gandhali, could you respond to that, please?
Yes, madam. Yes. We have our admission process online, and it will start just now, as Parchure madam told us, that it will start after the declaration of the degree exam results of Savitribai Phule Pune University. And the admissions are based on the merit. There are no entrance exams. Only for admissions to the MA Psychology course, we will have online interview.
Thank you, Gandhali.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gandhali ma'am. The second question is, how safe is it to come to campus? Can Dr. Soman take this question, please?
Yeah, sure. See, in the present situation, naturally we are not expecting you to come to campus, and maybe the first semester or some part of the first semester is likely to be conducted through online sessions. However, Symbiosis is a health promoting institution, and we have got a full-fledged health center on our campus, and we also have got a properly well-equipped state-of-the-art kind of hospital little away from this campus. Our campus is, as you know, in the heart of the city. It is on the Senapati Bapat Road, and the hospital, Symbiosis Hospital, is a little away, 15-20 kilometers away, which is also right now engaging in treating COVID-19 patients. So we have taken enough care, and it is absolutely perfect to be on the campus only when the pandemic allows us to do so. So I'm not expecting you to be here on the campus immediately, but whenever you will be here, please be assured that we have taken utmost care of your safety and your health, and we have taken all the precautions, and we have made the campus kind of very safe from all the angles. So you are most welcome to come whenever the entire situation eases out, and we are eager to welcome you personally on the campus. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There's one more question for you. The student wants to know if there are placements for MCOM.
Oh yes, of course. See, we have got so many companies coming in. You must have seen the list of the companies, and you have to just participate in the in the entire process of placement. See, the companies do not distinguish between undergraduate or postgraduate as such. In fact, they have got a kind of two-tier thing, because if they are offering say X amount to BCom students, that is undergraduate student, they are offering X plus something to the master's program or MCom student. So when you are into MCom Part 2, the beginning of MCom Part 2, that is the semester 3 of MCom, you can certainly take part in the entire placement process, and it will be happening. Okay, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
She said she will answer.
The next question is for Alpana madam. The student wants to know what is the admission procedure for MA Psychology.
Hello. Yeah. Am I? Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
madam. You are.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For MA Psychology, admission procedure will be like this. It will be based on the merit list, that is based on your bachelor's degree marks, and also we'll be having online interviews. Okay. Yeah, and we offer 3 specializations: clinical psychology, industrial psychology, and counseling psychology.
Thank you, Alpana ma'am. So there was a question, do we have specialization in clinical psychology? So she's given her answer there that yes, we do have clinical psychology. The next question is, would there be a delay in admission process since results have not been declared in Gujarat University? Would Gandhali ma'am, Sunu ma'am, would you take this question?
Yeah. See, I think all of us should understand and have understood that given this uncertain situation everywhere, everything is going to be a little different from the normal. So if there is a situation where some universities have not declared the result, we will of course take into account, we will take into account the delays, and as far as possible, I don't know what timeline will be there exactly. It'll be a little uncertain and it depends. So we would be giving that kind of a leeway. I don't know how much and how long, but some consideration would be put in out here. Yeah, Gandhali, would you like to add to that, please?
No, madam. No, you have said it. Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is for Aarti ma'am. The next 2 questions. The first question was, will MA English course be online for the entire duration of 2 years because of the current situation? And the second question is that the student has done bachelor's in political science. Can she pursue master's in English? So I'm handing it to Aarti ma'am.
First is, will it be entirely 2 years? Speak. I'll put it to speak.
Hello. No, of course not. Nothing will be entirely online. It is just this moment where we all of us find ourselves in a difficult situation. And so maybe for the next couple of months, maybe the first semester probably, we will be online. But as much as the students are, we too are very eager to start face-to-face classroom classes. The second question, you can, if you, whatever, yeah, the question is that whether the bachelor, if you've done a bachelor's in political science, you can pursue a master's in English. It is possible to pursue master's in English, whichever other BA you have. But it is but it depends upon the merit list. So if you have the marks appropriate and necessary within the merit list, you will be admitted to the master's course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am. The next question, will admission depend on full semester results since last semester results are not out? Would Sunu ma'am or Gandhali ma'am answer this? Will admission depend on full semester results since last semester results are not out?
Actually, for the result, for the admissions, we will require the final result of graduation. But I think we should ask principal sir if any clarification on this point, sir.
Okay. See, the situation is again, as I said, very uncertain and very funny at present. And we are going to have a very detailed discussion about the admission procedures and policies about the masters this year, since many universities will not be declaring their results immediately, number one. Number two, your final semester result will not be declared, because if you have opted out from the examination, then you will be getting the average result, and we are ready to accept the average result, provided you have opted out of the examination. Suppose you have decided to give the examination, and the examinations, because see, we don't know when the examination will be conducted by your university or your college, and therefore if the examination is going to happen somewhere in the month of January or December or whatever it is, you will be admitted on provisional basis. However, I'm not committing anything at present, because we will be having a kind of detailed meeting of admission committee for the masters in the given situation. Since the situation is still evolving, we have not yet had that kind of meeting. Just recently, the government of Maharashtra as well as UGC has declared that the third year last semester examination will be cancelled, and the students will be given the choice of either giving the examination or not giving the examination, etc., etc., etc. So naturally, we will be having a detailed policy on this. However, I'm just giving you a kind of, a basic philosophy or thought as such, that if you have decided to give the examination, till your final results are out, your admission will be on the basis of the first 3 semesters, and it will be provisional. If you do not clear your fourth semester papers, 6 semester papers of your graduation, naturally your admission will be cancelled and you will lose that year. If you have opted out, then on the average, you will be given the admission, provided that average fits into the merit list as such. But as I said, this is just a kind of basic glimpse as such. Nothing finalized, yes, and nothing commitment you can accept from here. So we will be having a meeting, and we will put all these rules and regulations on our website at the appropriate time. So please wait for that. But this is the basic philosophy we may be thinking on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The next question is for Sunu ma'am. The student wants to know, the placement opportunities which are being offered for MA Economics students in particular?
Okay, like Soman sir also said that we do have a placement cell. Okay, and our MA being 2 years old to 3 years old now, we have slowly had students joining the placement cells and on their own also getting placements. We are also planning to intensify the placements of the students through the particular placement cell. For our students of MA, in the last batches, some of them have gotten to, they've gotten to Teach for India, they've
No,
got
write
into
it up.
EY,
The
they
question is-
have got into some kind of organization, but they are part of the whole process of our placement cell and they register there and then we can offer them the placements. And another thing I would like to add for MA Economics is last time we started a course on what is called business analytics and data analytics, and therefore that would also equip the students to be able to apply for the placements. So it's all a process of the placement cell that we have. If the students participate, they would be able to go through that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. The next two questions are for Gandhali ma'am. The first is, are there hostel facilities for outsiders? And second is, what is the expected cutoff for MCOM?
Okay. Yes, on our campus we have one hostel for girls and one hostel for boys, and in the vicinity we have one girls hostel of Symbiosis. However, the seats are limited there, and we usually give preference to the foreigners and NRIs at the time of admission. Also, the admissions are based on merit and on first come first served basis. So it may happen that the students may not get admission to these hostels. But in Pune, there are, and in the nearby places, there are many private hostels as well as PG facility. So the students can get benefited by these facilities. And on our college notice board, we give
You can read the
information
question.
about the hostels. And regarding the cutoff percentage, you said, madam, right?
Yeah, can you give it for both MCOM and MA?
Yes, for MCOM last year, that is for the academic year 2019-20, cutoff for first merit list was 73.56. However, the cutoff for the last merit list was 45.44%. For MA Economics, the cutoff was 65% for the first merit list and 50.25 for the last merit list. For MA English, the cutoff for first merit list was 70.31% and the last merit list cutoff point was 44.15%. And for MA Psychology, first merit list cutoff percent was 74.59% and the last merit list cutoff was 71.15%.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I now hand it over to Alpana ma'am. She'll be handling all the psychology questions.
Thank you, Tessie ma'am. And the first question is for MA with IO specialization, are there placements? Usually what we have is for MA program for the second year, we give them internship, and for IO psychology students, they go to the companies. If they are happy with the work, there is possibility of getting the job, but IO students, they do internship in the companies. Regarding interviews for admission in psychology, will there be technical questions? Of course, we'll be asking the questions, mainly technical questions, and all the questions for the interview will be based on your bachelor's in psychology course. And will there do we give training in psychometric test and analysis? Yes, definitely. We give them questions. We offer the course on psychometric testing, and also give training, hands-on training in psychometric analysis, right from test construction to reliability analysis, entire process we give them. We give the students training. So don't worry, you will definitely enjoy learning your psychology course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alpana ma'am. Gandhali ma'am, this is for you. For MCOM, they've asked, will in-house students get preference over outsiders?
No, no, no. We do not have any such special preference for the in-house students. We have one merit list. We have one admission procedure for those students who have graduated from our college, as well as the other students who have graduated from other colleges and universities. And it is based on merit only. And there is one merit list on the basis of merit. And as per the reservation guidelines of Government of Maharashtra.
Thank you, ma'am. There is a question on number of seats allocated to each specialization for MA Psychology. There is no specialization, but the total number of seats for MA Psychology is 40. There's another question for Gandhali ma'am. Where and when can we apply for MCOM?
Usually for our online admission procedure, we have a link given on the college website. We are ready with the link, but till the results of Tiruvalur University, the degree results are not out, we will not start the online admission procedure. However, for all the students, aspiring students, I must make it clear here that we will give enough time for all students to fill the admission form online. Please keep checking the website, college website.
There was one question, if the situation doesn't improve even after the first SEM, will the students still be asked to come on campus?
Obviously not, in the sense, let's really hope that by the second term the situation clears. But obviously if the situation is dangerous and not safe, we will continue to maybe have the online classes. So we will take it as it comes. Let's be a little pessimistic and think that at least after the first term things should improve. But if not, definitely we will be considering that.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all the questions that we have got so far.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you participants so much for your questions. We trust that you are satisfied by the answers provided. Thank you once again. Now we have come to the last part of this webinar, which is the vote of thanks. On behalf of all of us at Symbiosis, I take this opportunity to thank all of you for participating wholeheartedly in this webinar. I sincerely thank all the people who have worked behind the scenes. Their names are all there on the screen. Mr. Nazir and Mr. Nitin for the technical support. Professor Ashwini Kothari and Professor Monica Parekh for their coordination. Dr. Zakira Sheikh for the aesthetic PPTs. Dr. Tessie Thadathil, Dr. Sheena Matthews and Professor Monica Parekh for their inputs. And last but not the least, the pillars of our institution. Our principal, Dr. Rishikesh Soman, our vice principal, Dr. Sunayani Parchure, and our registrar, Mrs. Gandhali Parulekar, and our office team. Goodbye for now, till we meet again. Thank you.